Howdy doody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Silent Senior 09! Last time we left off, we started the Line Clear challenge, where we finished up, first off, Faulkner's stage clear stuff. You know, 1-1 to 1-5. Today we're going to start Bugsy's. And that's Bugsy, as in B-U-G-S-Y. And by the way, this is a male, this is not a female. I know he, she, looks like a she, but she's actually a he. He's a she, and she's a he! And I totally used that reference already. Alright, Bugsy, tell me a little bit about round 2, or whatever you can tell me.
Combos and chains. Stop blocks briefly. Remaining time is shown on the right side. When they stop, of course. Watch the time, as it's very important. Practice hard!
So for those who don't know, Faulkner was actually the flying-type gym leader, and Bugsy is actually the bug-type gym leader. And I'm sure a lot of you already knew that, but I'm like, it just occurred to me this episode, I'm like, oh yeah, I never did say what Faulkner was a gym leader of. Jeez, man. Or I go assuming that y'all know everything about this. And I realize some people only know up to maybe the first generation Pokemon as far as trivia is concerned, which I don't know if you call that trivia or facts. Ain't no fact, Jack! Oh no. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I guess I should... Well, I already talked about it. Anytime we match a combo or chain, everything freezes on screen, and that timer on the right side where Jigglypuff pops up, it tells you how much time the whole screen is going to freeze for a bit. You're going to want to use that to your advantage for a couple of things in this portion. But for now, let's not even worry about that. Let's just do a fancy... Let me see if I can... Oh, yes. Oh, but yes. Check it out. 5, and then a chain of 4. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to do a 3 chain, and then... You know what? I'm not going to finish it just yet. No, I'm not going to finish it just yet. No. That's too easy. We're going to do 9. Check it. Boom, baby! Yeah! That's how I finish things, with style. Go, Yeah, baby, look at Kakuna. It looks weird now that I'm looking at it. It looks like it actually does have a big mouth, but if you look at the other games, Kakuna doesn't actually have a mouth. It's kind of like Metapod. They're basically a cocoon Pokemon, you know. Yeah, I guess I should remember to start saying the names of the Pokemon, too. Although, to be fair, this is first generation, so I did say something to the effect of, oh, most people here probably know first generation Pokemon. But I guess maybe, at least if I see generation 2 Pokemon, it might behoove me to mention what the names are, because I know sometimes people can get a little overwhelmed with not knowing information, you know. And then sometimes I just need to shut the heck up and say, dude, they know what that is, to quit treating them like they're babies. You know, it's good to be helpful, but don't be patronizing. Patronizing? It's patronizing. It's kind of like Patreon. Patreon.com. Support me on Patreon! Actually, I don't have a Patreon. Although, if I do decide to eventually open up a Patreon, it's gonna be freaking amazeballs. I don't know how everyone does it, per se, when they do Patreon. Some people just say, oh, please, give me money to help support the channel. And then there's some that actually offer stuff for their Patreons, if you will, like they give them free access to future footage ahead of time. Others have like t-shirts they automatically give, or stamps, or other collectible cool stuff. I can't really promise that I'll have like souvenirs and whatnot, but if I ever do Patreon, it's gotta be something that makes it worthwhile for people to want to pay like a subscription fee, if you will, to not only just to support the channel, but to like offer you guys a chance to not only to either talk to me one-on-one, saying, okay, so what do you guys want to do for the channel? What's the next direction? What's the next journey, you know? That'd be my kind of ideal, like, approach of how I would if I were to ever open up a Patreon.com account. I'm not saying that, oh, anybody that doesn't do it that way, they're doing it wrong. No, it's just, ideally, in my mind, I see that as being a positive way to utilize Patreon. Anyway, stop talking about Patreon, man. Ooh, no, never mind, that's not gonna work. Crap. Wait, no, well, watch this, ready? Dude! Dude! I was gonna match 12 and you ruined it! That's like one of the hardest, 12 and 14 are the hardest combos to match in this. And you ruined it, you stupid jerks! Ugh! Well, there goes my one and only chance, because there's not a chance in this world that that's gonna happen again. There we go, I got a nice delayed time chain there. I guess we'll just match our little 6 combo here, since I can't do any fancy work. And be like, are you fancy, huh? Are you fancy, huh? Ooh. Oh man. So I hope you all are doing great. I think I mentioned, like, oh, I hope you guys are enjoying the project so far, because I know how it is when you get puzzle games. And I already mentioned, like, the last time I did a puzzle game, which was Pokemon Puzzle League for the N64, and I'm going to stop talking about that. Jeez, man. It was pretty popular. I'm not exaggerating in the slightest. Like, when I look at the view count of a lot of my projects, that one had a pretty solid view count number. I mean, I can't really entirely measure success of a project based on view counts, you know. Sometimes it's amount of effort I put into some of the videos, how thorough I was, and sometimes it's how much engagement I have. Engagement's a big one for me, you know. If I notice a lot of people are really commenting, even if it's just 1 or 2 videos at a time, and then I never see that comment again, but that's okay, at least they commented the one time. And I'm talking about a genuine comment, mind you. Not the, hey, check out my channel. Hey, nice video. I mean, I don't mind those comments, but it's like, if you really want me to take you seriously on some of those comments and say, hey, check this out or check that out, give me something a little more than just, hey, awesome video. Come check out my stuff. It's like, dude, do that. Come on now. I'm willing to throw you a bone, but you gotta give me a little more meat to my bone. You're just giving me a little piece of rib bone. You're not even giving me any ribs, man. You're giving me a little rib bone, and it's got like a little dinky-sized chunk of meat on the end. There's not even any barbecue sauce left on it. It's like, come on now. Treat me something. Give me a little treat. Make this doggy happy. Okay, anyway, stop being weird, dude. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yes. I can't measure success entirely on view count, but what I was getting at, actually, the main point of that, was one of my videos from that playlist from Pokemon Puzzle League, it has the largest amount of views I've ever accumulated. Even more so than my Ocarina of Time, a couple of my videos in that, which I don't understand why one of those videos keeps getting views. I think it's starting to trickle down and slow down, thankfully. Because it was a pretty cringy video. In fact, all those videos were cringy to me, but... Anyway, not the point. I actually have a video that I think it has like 700 plus views, which I know doesn't sound... Or actually, no, I think it has more than that. But even so, the number probably doesn't sound like a lot to some of you. It's like 1,000 or 700 or so. The fact is I continue checking my most viewed videos, or just my video views, and it shows you like a top 10 list of videos that keep getting viewed. The 2-player stadium of Pokemon Pokemon Puzzle League, it keeps getting views. I'm like, what the heck, man? Is it because I flubbed around a lot in that? Is it because I did the Mewtwo stage and people were like, oh, thank you for doing this, Silent Senior? You're welcome! I'm glad I was able to either entertain you with my suckage or show you how to unlock the Mewtwo stage, but man, it's because of that video that keeps showing up in my top 10 that I'm like, I kind of want to go ahead and just do this. Not to say that I'm trying to view whore here. I mean, hey, everybody loves views, but that's not my main reason just for doing this project. The other reason is I think I promised it at one point, I think that, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a run through Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, because even now, there really aren't a whole lot of journeys that are complete guides or whatever that run through this game. Understandably so, because it's on the Game Boy, so it's kind of hard to do capture carded or emulated stuff of this and have it turn out and look really good. But I do realize that why people would want to see it. It's like, man, nobody ever does this. And admittedly, I could see, I think I said this in my other game, and I keep talking about that other game. I'm telling you, I'm going to stop one of these days. One of these centuries. Anyway, we're going to have to stop now, because this is the end here. Woot! Look at all the stars. And we get a stage clear, and a happy Kakuna that has a weird looking... It looks like it has a mouth there, but it's just really the top of its head shifting up and down. And flexing its muscle. Its fleshy, scaly, Kakuni looking muscle. And for clearing stages 2-1 to 2-5, we get the stage clear screen, or round clear screen, excuse me, for Bugsy. Yay! So it's like we learned the Hive badge. With that said, though, that, well, before we go ahead and hit the button, that clears up the ripply line that's underneath him. and opens up the way for round 3-1. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Love you bunches. Please let us know flap, and the next time we meet, we're going to go and start up on Whitney's Stage Clear, or Line Clear. I'm going to get this name correct one of these days. See y'all next time. Peace.